What's good, y'all? It's Ty Slatter, and welcome to another edition of Real Talk with Ty. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X at Ty Slatter. And make sure you get your copy of the D.O.N. out now on all streaming platforms. Get your copy today. Link is in the bio. Coming to a city near you, coming to a venue near you. And make sure you tune in Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Late night vibe with Ty. We play classic R&B and we have great conversation. If you're feeling that vibe, you come to the right location. Let's lock in. Today, I want to talk about my performance last week at world famous Hot Boys in Carmel, Indiana. First performance in over a year and a half. And I want to give myself a B. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I grading here? I treat my music like an athlete. So, meaning when I have a performance, it's no different than having a game, competition, whatever term you want to use that's athletically related. And because I have people recording my performances, I look at tape, I look at film after the performance. I've had time to sit and think about it. Hence the reason why this video is just not coming out today when the performance was last Friday, so I had time to marinate on it. But some things I already was critiquing during the show, immediately after the show, and then after I watched the footage, and got second, third opinion about it when I, addressed Magic over at Soul Waves, my brother, Showtime, my boy Vino, and, other people that were there. So, first and foremost, when it comes down to having a performance, consistency beats out perfection. That's what I want y'all to get from this video. So, strive for greatness, but understand that consistency is always going to be better than perfection, because the more reps you get in, the more closer to greatness you'll be. You'll achieve greatness a lot more efficient, and at a faster pace, being consistent versus trying to be perfect. But just some things that I didn't like about my performance, that looking back on it, I would say stage presence was good, could be better. When it came down to performing 100, that's a song that I haven't performed enough times, and I felt it as soon as the song came on, that it felt new, which I know you're probably thinking that's a good thing, right? It's fresh. Well, because I haven't performed that song that many times, there were certain parts in the song where I felt like I wasn't as confident with the words. Like that, I knew the words, but certain words were starting to jumble around in my head. The next line, the next line, the next line. Now, the other three songs I did Masterpiece, I did Heat Check, and Can't Sleep. I've performed those songs for so many years already. I've already got multiple years of experience with those songs. So once the beat comes on, the lyrics load up in my head instantly. With 100, it didn't feel as instant. It was almost like I was doing it for the first time. Now, I got through the performance, but I didn't like how I delivered. I didn't feel like I delivered 100 with the same energy as the first three songs. And 100 was the last song. And it's arguably one of the higher energy songs. So it needed a lot of energy. But because I wasn't as confident in me knowing the words as much as I did the first three songs, I feel like my energy was reduced based on my confidence being reduced. And I think that all goes into repetition. So the more I perform that song, the more confident I'll become. Again, that's me being honest with myself. That's why overall I give myself a B, at 80% or 85%, depending on how you look at it. 80 to 85% a B, because I had a strong performance. The crowd was engaged, crowd was involved. I had the crowd chanting with me on the choruses, on Can't Sleep, Masterpiece, even 100, on the back end. So the crowd was engaged. I was locked in to the best of my ability. I haven't performed in a year and a half. I don't want to use that as an excuse, but that is a factor. So knocking the rust off was obviously something that was on my mind leading up to the, mind you, I got booked 48 hours before the show. Last minute replacement, somebody dropped out. I got picked up, I got the call. I didn't want to turn it down. And I went out there and I knocked it out. And I was the opener. So I set the tone for the rest of the evening. Okay. So overall, I give myself an 85. I got the show started off right. I didn't fumble over no words. I didn't have to restart the song. I didn't drop the beat. I didn't drop the mic. I didn't trip on my own 2 feet. Overall, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed all the support, the love. People recorded footage, sent me footage. I was able to use that footage to show you guys that weren't there. Of course, we have the 2026 tour coming to a city near you, coming to a venue near you, the D.O.N. All right. So this video is really just giving my review of my performance last week. Just hold myself accountable and then letting you guys know that even though artists are somewhat delusional, I'm still a realist at the end of the day, and I know I got work to do, so I gotta get some more reps in. But if you like this type of content, put your thoughts and comments below. If you're an artist and you want, advice, pointers, you got any questions to ask me about performing, royalties that you receive performing, anything in that arena of an independent artist and wanting to be master your craft and be successful at your craft, put your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube, Ty Slatter on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And make sure you get the D.O.N. The link is in the bio. Coming to a city near you, coming to a venue near you. This has been another episode of Real Talk with Ty. It's Ty Slatter signing off. Until next time, take care.
What's good, everyone? This is Ty Slatter coming to you live from Vision Studios. And I want to make sure I invite you to come here to Real Talk with Ty. But on your way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube. Because this platform right here, just for you. So if you have a new album on the way, you got a new single that's booming, you got a new business that you're starting, or you feel like you got a story that needs a platform to inspire the next generation, we got you covered right here. Real Talk with Ty. We're waiting for you.